This is a meditation to align the energy of the soul with the supreme energy and with Mother Nature. Begin with a moment of breathing, reconnecting to my body through the breath. I feel my body respond as my heart rate slows, my breath slows down, and the body relaxes. I listen for the sound of my own heartbeat. And now that my awareness is concentrated, I visualize a thin thread of light from my heart to the center of the forehead, behind the eyes, where I, the soul, reside in this human body. And I visualize a thread of light upwards beyond this body, beyond the place where I'm sitting, even beyond the sun and the moon and the stars, to that realm of light beyond, where I encounter the Supreme Soul, benevolent being of pure energy. And in this meditation, we will draw energy from this Supreme Source, and we will experience it first in the soul, then in the body, and then we will send this energy out to Mother Nature. So let's begin with the first chakra, the earth chakra of my body. This represents power, stability, groundedness. So I connect with the Supreme energy and I draw power into the soul. God's power is very gentle. It is very soft. It can move me. It can remove weak And the soul feels full, an inner resilience and capacity when connected to God's power. And I send this energy now into my body, to the ground or the earth of my body, which is my muscular skeletal frame. And I experience this pure power strengthening the frame of this body. And now I let this energy flow out into the world to influence the earth element, the structure of the planet. The earth's power lies in being enduring and stable. It is the frame on which we live our lives. And like the earth, I, the soul, am powerful, stable, enduring. And I take a deep breath in, and I return to the awareness of soul, and I connect with God. God's energy, purity flows into the soul. Innocence, accepting. God never sees my weaknesses. He sees only the sparkling purity of the innocent child. With purity, there is no negativity, no corrosion, no corruption. Just being. And the soul in this moment feels its own innocence. As a child of God, my deepest desires are pure intentions for the self and others, that I should be happy, peaceful, loved and loving, and everyone else as well. In my own innocence, I am authentic, I am real, sincere, honest, open, and trusting. Enjoy this experience of myself. And I let this energy flow into my body to the purity chakra, which is where the reproductive organs and the water system of this body are. This pure energy flows into my body and strengthens and purifies the whole reproductive system and the organs connected to the water systems of the body, and purifying all the life-creating organs of this body. And I breathe into this as I experience energy flowing through that central part of the body, purifying, cleansing. And then I let this energy flow out into the world to purify the water element. I imagine all the water flowing over the planet, cleansing, purifying. All the rivers that flow to the ocean. And although I know the state of much of the world's waters right now, with my mind, I am sending this pure energy from God through the soul out to the water element so that it may flow in cleansing ways and it may be purified. And I take a deep breath in. And I come back to the awareness of myself as a soul, my eternal connection with the divine. And now I draw from God the energy of bliss. A deep inner contentment that has no cause, no reason, like an underground stream, it bubbles constantly in the soul, knowing that God is never disturbed by anything. There's always an inner smile. I draw this energy into the soul. I feel the quiet contentment that goes beyond physical pleasure. As a state of being. And then I let this energy flow into my body, to the digestive tract. This is the element of fire. The greatest nourishment for the soul is happiness. And we think of God as the sun or the light. God gives the soul happiness, awakening the deep contentment within. Then I let this energy fire up the digestive process in my body. This process transforms the material food into usable energy for my body. Any digestive troubles I have are being transformed with this purifying fire of happiness. And I think of how happy food makes the body, the right food for my body. I just allow my digestive tract to feel this flow of pure energy. And then I send it out to the world. I send this energy of fire well to the sun, the physical sun. I think of the volcanoes and all the electromagnetic systems on Earth. It is the sun that keeps us warm, that makes life possible on this planet. I just connect with that energy of fire in Mother Nature as an element very necessary for life. And I send it pure energy from the divine. Restoring the transformative process of fire. And I take a deep breath in. I return to soul awareness and my connection up to the Supreme Soul. And now I draw the energy of God's love into the soul. I know that God's love flows constantly, even when I'm not feeling it because I'm not paying attention. It flows constantly and it flows unconditionally. There are no strings attached to God's love. Unlike what I might have learned before I discovered the truth about this beautiful being, there are no strings attached to God's love. It just flows naturally and constantly. And when I turn upwards, I can experience it. In this moment, let me absorb myself in a wave of pure love. Now I let this energy flow into my body. And let's imagine this energy flowing around the heart area. Anything to do with pumping blood through the body, pumping oxygen, strength and power to the physical body. We imagine in these moments that I am pumping love through the body, so that my entire body responds. Strengthened and awakened to this flow of love. Now I let this energy flow out into the world, to the air element. Let me imagine that love is in the air, invisible, but felt just like air. Is invisible and yet its effect is felt. Let me send love out through the air element so that everyone and everything that is breathing breathes in love. And the air element itself, which wraps all of us in the loveful embrace of life, is also purified. And take a deep breath in. Return to the soul, connected to God. And I draw the energy of peace from God into myself, the soul. We know that the Supreme Soul lives beyond time, is never disrupted by anything physical or metaphysical, and lives eternally with the awareness of being a soul, a being of light, and living beyond the physical realm, and all that happens here in the physical remains eternally secure, known as the ocean of peace. I feel myself floating in waves of peace as God's peace is absorbed into me. I let this quality of peace flow into my body. And this is the throat chakra. So let me visualize my throat being surrounded by peace and peace flowing through my throat. And this is where we say Om Shanti. I am a peaceful being. This is the place where the subtle connection between the higher level and all the places in my body where there is space between the molecules. This is where ether resides in the body. And I visualize the space between all that is physical in my body, where the energy is just flowing. I imagine this invisible energy of peace flowing even at the cellular level in my body. Then this energy of peace flows through me and out into the world to the element of ether. This is the subtle space between the physical and the non-physical. take another deep breath in. Turn to the awareness of yourself as a soul. And we go to the forehead, to the third eye chakra of wisdom. And here, as I connect with God, I connect to the highest energy of the universe, the highest wisdom. God is known as truth. And I just resonate with the highest wisdom I have ever experienced. It's vibrational. And as I draw it into the soul, it serves the brain and all the nervous system of this body, all the neural networks in the brain and the nervous system running throughout my entire body, all connected, and starts here in the brain. And the soul, of course, sits in the center of the brain. The two very closely connected. Let me just immerse myself, the soul, and the brain I sit in. Let me immerse them both with wisdom. And then let this energy flow out into the world to awaken the third eye of others, to help them strengthen their wisdom to see accurately, clearly, and with compassion. Take a deep breath in. We arrive at the final chakra, the crown chakra, which is about union. This is the highest chakra beyond any duality. This is union. There is coherence and alignment in every aspect of my physical being. And I am completely free of any darkness in the soul. And in this experience of violet light at the crown chakra circling around the top of my head, I feel there is no separation between my awareness, pure spiritual energy, and the divine. Let me just imagine this energy circling, connecting, and healing the duality of division that exists out there in the world, rising above and beyond polarities, and in this subtle spinning of light on top of my head, I am drawn upwards into an angelic experience of being completely subtle. The body, the soul, and all the colors of the chakra are merged and become white. I transcend all thought. I am complete. I am whole. I am free.